YouTube, what's going on? What's going on? Back here in Chicago, and today, as I promised, I'm going to talk about some modifications that I did to my 2024 Denali Sierra 1500 pickup truck. So they're not a lot of modifications, but they're necessary modifications. I think necessary modifications. Some for function and other for form. All right, and I have some more coming up, and I'm gonna also explain, maybe not in this video, the truck that I was looking at and what I want to do. Like, for instance, I'm not gonna do a lift on this truck. No way, no how. But I did want to do a lifted truck, but this is not the truck for it. I don't think so. Okay, but I will say this: if I do a lifted truck, I had thought about doing a Ford, the Super Duty. I think I'm a GMC fanboy. I guess. I don't even know if I want to call myself that, but I think the GMC platform is the platform I want to take. So let's take a look at some of these modifications. And you may want to do these modifications. And then I'm going to try to put in, if not in the description, I'll try to put a picture of the item, and I even may do the price. Some items I got on Amazon, the majority of them I got through GMC. And one of them I actually got through a provider of a service to protect your paint. So let's start off with that one, the first one. All right, YouTube. One of the first modifications I did to this truck was for function. It was for protection. It's called a PPF. All right. Now, you're looking at this truck like, if you don't know what a PPF is, if you do know what a PPF is, it's protective paint film. So it's basically something that goes on your truck or your vehicle that protects it from rock chips and other different types of things that will cause a scratch or whatever. So I just pointed this out because what I had protected on this vehicle was the hood. So this entire hood was protected. The front bumper, all this, hello Cross, all this was protected. All right. Also, both passenger and driver fender, all this has protective film on it. All right. Also, the A-pillar. The A-pillar has protective film and what I call the forehead. This from the passenger side all the way over to the driver's side has protective film on it. You can't see it. And if you could see it, that means that whoever did it did a crappy job. And I'm going to put who did it in the video. Also, what he did for me was back here. There's protective film on this rear, I guess you'd call it rear fender. You can't see it because it sticks out. There's a line right here. Let's see if you can see it. The line is right here. So it goes from here all the way down. Protective film. So that was the first modification on this bad boy. And once again, like I said, you can't see it, but you're not supposed to see it. If you can see, anytime somebody, hold on, let me explain this. Let me look at your face and tell you. Anytime somebody does protective PPF on your vehicle, if you can see it, they didn't do a good job. Okay? But this person did a very good job, and it was very reasonable. All right. Let's look at the second modification. All right, the second modification, and I stated this in the previous video, was the tint. So I basically got the front windows tinted because it came with a factory rear tint. So my objective was to have the tint almost the same color as the rear tint. It is a little bit, maybe a little bit lighter, but you really can't tell. And I forgot the percentage. If I can find the percentage of it, I'll let you know. So that's number 2, okay? And this was done also by the same person that did the PPF and got a great deal. And I will tell you, for the tint that I have put on this truck, $200. $200, not bad at all. All right, let's go to the next modification. All right, the third modification is this little shorty, stubby antenna. All right, this I got through Amazon. But what makes this a little bit different, I ain't gonna say different, I thought it was pretty good quality. This piece right here is like a carbon. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully this camera will pick it up. But it's actually carbon. Let's see. Let's zoom in here. Can you see that? That's carbon. And it came with 2 different bases. So I guess some of these vehicles have different, I don't know, different threading. But it came with 2 different pieces for the threading. So it's a very nice piece. And I got it because the factory antenna, I don't know, this is too long. This blends in and it looks smooth. Number 4 modification is my hardtop, my trifold hardtop by who? Let's read this. So I guess the motto is Flex by Undercover. So let me just say, this thing is very sturdy. I've been on the highway with this. If I was gonna have a little criticism about this, it's a couple things. At this point right here, so you got the fold right here, fold right here, fold. No, that's not a fold, I'm sorry. That's just the end of the bed. This fold, when you're driving down the expressway and you're doing, I don't know, 80, 90, I'm just kidding. Of course you wouldn't be going that fast. But if you were going that fast, you start to see this kind of like buckle. You see it flexing, which I had concerns because I'm like, I hope this thing don't fly off. I did have a friend of mine told me, but he installed it, so he didn't get a professional to install it. He told me he installed one of these and his flew off. Now, I'm gonna probably say that was operator error because so far mine has not flown off. So, how do you open this? There's a cord, it locks down. You have to pull this cord and you basically just flip it. Okay, the second negative thing about this, and I love this cover, don't get me wrong. Okay, on the second part, when you lift this up, it gets heavier and heavier and heavier. Let me show you, hold on one second. When you lift this, on the second lift, it starts getting heavy. On the third lift, it starts getting real heavy. But, I mean, it's still doable. And then let me show you this. They have this little cushion, this little rubber, let's see if I can get it. This little rubber mount. This little rubber piece right here. So when it touches your truck, it's not gonna scratch. So I like the sturdiness of this cover. I also like the texturing of it. It's not a smooth texture, it's like a little bumpy texture, but it goes well with the truck. And it has a gloss finish to it, so I like that. Then the other thing is, let's say you need this much and you don't want to close it all the way. You lock this piece in here and you tighten it and you can ride down the road with it. What they advise you not to do is ride down the road with it against the vehicle. So that's modification number 4. Modification is this cover for my license plate. I gotta protect my crucifix because my crucifix protects me. So I got a cover. Now, I mentioned this in my other video. You gotta check with your vehicle code for your state because in most states, putting a cover over your plate is illegal. Now, you may say, why is it illegal? I'm going to tell you, I don't know. I think it's some BS. I just think it's another way for your municipality to collect some money from you. I mean, that's my opinion. All right. Just my opinion. So anyway, that's modification number what? 5, 6? One, I ain't been keeping count. All right. Let's look at one more modification. No, 2 more. Here we go. Here's another modification. We got the floor liners. These things came straight from GMC. And listen, they fit so well. So on the passenger side, it just, you just plop it in. No biggie. On the driver's side, it actually has a fastener. I guess you'll call it fastener. All right. And not only did I get it in the front, I also got it in the back. So I ordered this through GMC. And let me tell you something. The back portion had to be actually altered and cut. It had to be altered and cut because, well, it had to be. Let me show you the driver's side, front of the driver's side, what I'm talking about with the fasteners. So driver's side has these two buttons, and they just pop in. And that's already from the factory. That's not something you had to put in. Some of these places, you got to screw it into your carpet. It was already there. All right. So that's another modification. Oh, one more modification. No, two more. I also got a screen protector for this big ass infotainment screen. In case it gets scratched. You can't see it, but it's almost like a PPF for your infotainment center. And then the last modification is my rear seat protector. Came with protectors for both headrests and from top all the way down. And when you let the seats up, man, listen, it's perfect. So I also got this from GMC. All right. And the reason why I started getting stuff from GMC because it becomes like a perfect kind of fit. So those are the modifications. This is not a modification. This is something I just added. And it's this little cargo storage bin that hooks onto the hooks. I got this via Amazon. And I did it because I don't like to have a lot of crap inside the cab of the truck. So that's it for the modifications.
Please like and subscribe and comment.
Thank you. Because why? Why should they do that?
Because you need some subscribers.
I need some subscribers. I didn't say bad. I just need subscribers. Anyway, bad. This is boy trip. All right. That's going to end all my modifications. And I will be doing something else to this truck. But I just want you guys to see the little modifications. Nothing major. But I think these things are essential if you have a pickup truck. I really do. Why do you need a cover? You need a cover to keep things out of the bed. And you need to keep the cover. You need a cover to keep things inside your bed. And also, if you live in a place like Chicago, like I live, you need it for a little protection. Even though if somebody really wants to break in and get to some of your stuff, they gonna do it, okay? No matter what you get. So I'm looking around because there's a car pulling up. Hey, I'm telling you, in Chicago. So listen, more videos coming. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Be blessed, not stressed. Love y'all. See ya. Oh, Chicago, more police activity. Look at this. Look at this. It never stops, man. It never stops. It never stops. We got crime scene, we got tape. Welcome to Chicago. 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 Shit.